ultimately, lashes has taken over my life.
I welcome in the experience of high vibrational energy, opportunity, and love.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Maura, and you already know I appreciate you coming to kick it with your girl. Okay, today's video is really cool because I haven't really updated you guys as far as where I'm at in my journey as a lash artist. And mind you, I do so many other things too, and we'll get into that. I have a lot of videos in store for you guys to just have a look into everything I do, but ultimately, lashes has taken over my life. All right, so don't mind how I look. This is how I look 90% of the time. I'm a businesswoman on the move, and sometimes I don't have time to put myself together. I would hope that you guys can relate to that because I'm actually in a really good place. And I mean financially, spiritually, physically, just everything. I'm in a great space. So before we even go any further, you guys know the drill. Make sure you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share it if you'd like, leave me some love, leave me some comments. I love engaging with you guys, and I just love being able to connect and almost be connected to you guys. So definitely do those things for your girl. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. As you guys saw from the title, we are talking about gaining confidence as a beginner lash artist. So it has been about 3 years now since I've been lashing. And although that is still somewhat kind of fresh and new, I've done a lot of work, a lot of work and practice and research and studying and just practice. And I look back at my photos from like some of my early videos. At the time, I was so proud, and I look back at that work now and I'm like, oh, child, you was not doing the thing like you thought you was. But that just goes to show you the growth that comes with this and just how much consistency can really take you to new levels. So when we're talking about gaining your confidence as a new lash artist, I think that it is important to give yourself some grace. You are just starting something new, a new skill. Maybe you have never done anything in regards to entrepreneurship or marketing and stuff like that. Like, this is a totally new venture. So give yourself grace and allow yourself to learn through this process because it is a journey. One thing that I will say that helped me a lot, especially when I first got started, was definitely making sure that I let people know I'm just getting started. I'm still kind of in the practice range with this. Here's some of the work I've already done. It might take me this long. I was just very open and honest with people, and you'd be surprised how many people are actually willing to let you play around on their eyes. I know that sounds really bad, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? So you would be surprised at the amount of people who actually want to support you and hopefully grow with you. Yes, you might get some people who are one and done, in and out, because they just wanted maybe a free or discounted thing, but it's still practice for you. So that is really important to just disclose all of that. Disclose all of the things that you know you need to work on. Let them know it is going to take me a while. It could take me anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, okay? Let people know this. But also, I think it would be nice to ask these people for feedback as well. That helps a lot too, because you are learning, you are trying to really master this skill. So let them know, like, hey, tell me how this experience was. And that's everything from comfort to the taping of the iPads, to you actually working, were you poking them? Was anything burning? Just, were they uncomfortable at all? You want to get all this feedback so that way you know moving forward what you can improve on. That's a big part of it as well. And you will notice a big difference if you actually take those things into consideration and then apply the improvement each time consecutively, you'll notice the difference. Now, for me, I'm just very prideful on, one, my customer service, but two, the experience that I feel like I provide my clients. So there's so many things that I have researched, looked into, I've done a lot of trial and error on, but ultimately I have found a level of pure bliss. My clients come in and they are comfortable. They all be knocked out. Okay, like I don't even know how else to even go about it, but everybody goes to sleep, or we can just chit chat and have a good time, but there's no discomfort through the whole process. And if there is, they know they can be like, oh, I think this is up a little too far, or it's kind of itching here, and I can readjust. But other than that, nobody's going to be sitting there in constant discomfort while they're in my chair. And I've done so much to make sure of that. Everything down to the type of recliner that I'm using, what I'm actually having them sit in when I lash them. I take all these things into consideration, and I honestly feel like all of that plays a part in the entire experience. So if you kind of take yourself out of the equation and put yourself in their shoes, how would you feel as a client? How would you feel as a customer in regards to your comfort, in regards to just maybe the ambiance, the environment? So think about all of the things that you could actually go above and beyond with to make this a really good experience for your clients, because then that alone is going to help build your confidence, because you're going to have the people give you your feedback on how they used to go to somebody and they didn't do this and they love what you do. I mean, it's just endless. So definitely think about that. The more that you can go above and beyond and actually put some effort into things and not have this encounter or this appointment be very surface layer. I mean, really, really get in there and make these people feel like they are somebody important, and they are. But I'm saying really give that experience to them. These are VIP people. These are people who are putting money in your hand. These are people who are supporting you, helping you pay your bills, all that good stuff. Okay, so treat them as such. It's almost like an exchange of energy. You give these great things, and all you will do is receive that stuff back. And that's also something that I really, really encourage you guys to try and tap into. Energy is a real thing. Energy transfer is a real thing. And when we are very close to people and actually engaging in physical touch with people, we're transferring energy, whether you believe it or not, we are. And so us as the artists, we take on so much that people might be carrying with them. And I know at times, if you have a bad experience with a client, what is that going to do? It's going to diminish your confidence as an artist. You might get discouraged. And the thing about it is, again, give yourself grace. Know that this is a process, but also take whatever feedback you may get and just put it to use for your own improvement. So really try to hone in on that also. I feel like whatever you're putting out, you will receive back. And that is just, in my opinion, that goes for anything. So if we are trying to be a bit more confident in our work, in our environment, in our experience for the client, we need to make sure that we're putting out that type of energy, so that we can receive that back and know that our head's in the right place and we're going places in life with this, okay? I know it can also get discouraging when you first get started and you do have people who are willing to grow with you and continue to help by allowing you to practice on them, but each time they come back, it seems like you're doing a full set every time. That is discouraging, it is. But the one thing I will say is to keep at it. If you find yourself in that space of discouragement or feeling like, why do I feel like these people keep coming back and their lashes aren't looking good, XYZ, literally keep a log of everybody you do, and I can guarantee you will see the progression. Whether it's minuscule or large, it doesn't matter. You will see it. And that is going to be what can help you continue to build your own confidence, because yes, that can be discouraging because sometimes we're so focused on maybe reaching this incredible milestone or goal that we have, but we're not even seeing what we've gone through to get to where we are now, right? Sometimes we don't realize that stuff. So always take a second to look back at your very first person you ever did lashes on compared to where you may be at right now, whether it's your second person, third person, fifth, 30th, it doesn't matter. But look at that very first set you ever tried to attempt to do and compare it to what you're doing now. That in itself should be a boost of confidence because it shows your hard work is paying off. And if you just continue to remain consistent, you will only get better. You get better with time. Think of yourself like wine, okay? Fine wine. It gets better with age, okay? So continue to cultivate this skill and you will be golden. Another thing I will say is I have probably tried every single thing that you're not supposed to do. I tried it. I don't know why I thought I could put 2.15 lashes on somebody. Did it look great? Yes, but guess what? They didn't last for more than like a day or two. They were too damn heavy, right? So even that, going through those trial and error periods allowed me to really get that firsthand experience of what is okay and what is not. So doing that and trying that, thinking I was doing something genius, and then diving further into my knowledge to find out that you shouldn't do that. It should only be 1.15. And if you're trying to apply more, you got to lessen the diameter. They have to be a lighter weight to add more than one. So in my mind, I was like, oh my God, right? However, when I knew that in itself gave me even more confidence because now I know exactly what is healthy, what's not. I know what's going to get great retention and what isn't. And when I tell you, the more you consume knowledge and really dive deep into information and research about this skill, oh my gosh, just being knowledgeable about what's going on is a huge confidence boost. And your clients see it. They definitely see it. And that, them being able to recognize that and see that and, you know, compare you to maybe past artists that they've seen, and this person wasn't well versed with this, or maybe they didn't know X, Y, and Z, didn't tell them how to properly care for their lashes. I mean, y'all, be a nerd, okay? The nerdier you are when it comes to this stuff, I swear you will elevate. You have no choice but to. When I look back at some of my work, and I'm gonna put in some work from and I'm sure you've seen it in older videos and stuff, but when I look back at that work compared to what I'm doing now, oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage, okay? So the moral of the story is simply, in order to gain that confidence and to kind of lessen that discouragement, do not give up. That's like the biggest message that I can send to you guys. Do not give up. Hey y'all, so I apologize. I was cut off, excuse me, gosh. I was cut off. My client came in a little sooner than I expected, so I had to cut the video short. But nonetheless, I just hope I hope everything I touched on kind of helps and made sense to, you know, have you guys who might be feeling discouraged, maybe just kind of see some light at the end of the tunnel and see that there's some stuff that you can be doing to kind of turn that around and turn around what you're actually receiving. So, I really like to incorporate actual self-awareness and healing when it comes to going on some type of entrepreneurial venture and whatnot. Because if you don't, you're literally gonna, you know, be living a shit show every day. Like seriously. So you have to at some point get a grip And that's just, you know, my way of doing that, and also being able to see the results that you want to see. So, real short and sweet video. I think I will kind of elaborate a little more in another video, because this was just kind of off the whim. It was heavy on my heart. So I just was like, let me film this real quick. So I had a little time and I just wanted to do that. So I hope it was helpful. I know I like totally changed, right? So I'm working on my online lash retention course right now, and it's going amazing. So I had to film a few things, a few lessons and modules today. That's why I had to like kind of spruce up a little bit, but I'll talk a little bit about that too in future videos. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Again, leave me some love. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know if you are in a place of discouragement and what's happening. Leave me a comment. Like, let me know where you're finding yourself struggling, being discouraged, not really knowing if you want to keep pushing or not. Like, put it down there and I will come back and just give you some encouragement and maybe whatever other advice and help I can give. But yeah, y'all, and I will be doing a shop tour soon. We're doing some finishing touches, okay? Your girl, oh shit, now that's a whole nother video, okay? Y'all just wait for it. Y'all wait for it. But again, y'all already know I appreciate you coming to kick it with your girl, okay? And I'll see you in my next video.